What? Come on, people. It was just a yo mama joke, all right? I'm a comedian. That's what I do. I make fun of yo mamas. I make fun of yo mama. I make fun of yo mama. What was that? This is a benefit show for orphans? You know I hate orphans. I can't believe this. I changed my Instagram profile pic in solidarity with the movement, and now I am being canceled for jumping on the social media bandwagon without doing any real inner work. Inner work? It's for National Mustache Month. There is no inner work. It's just upper lip work. Okay, let me explain my last tweet to all of you dingbats who are too slow to understand what I meant. All I was trying to say was that I hate Twitter mobs because they always try to tear down men of greatness who are probably much smarter than they are. And specifically, I'm referring to men like me. There we go. That should clear things up and not explode in my face. You're seriously not gonna give me the employee discount? Honey, I was an employee like 5 years ago. This is so disrespectful. Oh, you're gonna call mall security on me now? Rude. How about I tape this little exchange, You are so getting canceled for this, minimum wage employee. I am the victim here. All I want is 40% off. You're disciplining me for creating a hostile and misogynistic atmosphere? I am a woman. If anything, I have to be twice as aggressive just to compete in this male-dominated industry. Plus, I'm much smarter than all of you stupid motherfuckers. My mind is changeable. Change my mind. If you change my mind, then that will mean that I will believe that my mind is unchangeable. But if my mind is unchangeable, then you couldn't have changed my mind in the first place. Boom! Wait, come back! Let me prove my intellectual dominance! Oh dear, I'm baking cookies for a vegan birthday party and the recipe calls for coconut oil instead of butter. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if I just use butter, right? Especially since I've already used milk, and eggs, and candied bacon. My image in Hollywood is the bad boy. The bad boy can't be too bad. I'm cancel proof. Anyway, what was your question again? What do I think of the new Stranger Things? It's meh. I am really sorry that someone in your family is terminally ill. With that being said, that report still needs to be done by the end of the week. Oh, you're the one who's sick. So is the phrase, a deadline's a deadline, insensitive, or... Hi, I'd like a cheesy gordita crunch, but instead of beef, could I get crumbled tempeh? And instead of cheese, let me get like nutritional yeast. And instead of a Baja Blast, let me get kale juice. Hello? Canceling people on social media is just a new iteration of an old practice of crowds publicly shaming people. For example, in 1765 in colonial Virginia, Loyalist Archibald McCall was tarred and feathered by an angry mob of colonists over his enforcement of the Stamp Act. What's the deal with canceling people? Am I a human being or am I a flight on Spirit Airlines? Am I a performance of Shakespeare in the Park, perchance? Am I my Netflix subscription? But with that last one, I'm using my ex's account now. Shh. Well, this is fan-freaking-tastic. Someone found an offensive post I made on the Mensa forums when I was 11 years old. It's not even the most offensive one I made. This is a perfect example of why children shouldn't be allowed on the internet. Even a genius child like my 11-year-old self is basically an animal. Why stop at the internet? We should just deport them and let them back in when they're like 30. Yes, I wrote a children's book series about love and magic and the power of friendship, blah, 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 details. But I never thought those kind of people would like my books. Yeah, I'm pretty open-minded, okay? But those kind of people, I don't like them. To be clear, I'm talking about extroverts. Oh no. The unwashed masses are canceling me for being insensitive to poor people. Well, when I wake up tomorrow morning and nothing in my life has actually changed, I'll be sure to dry my tears with a $100 bill. I want to apologize sincerely for accusing my ex of weaving a web of lies. It has been brought to my attention that this phrase is insensitive to spiders. They're just doing their best. They're not, as a species, particularly untruthful. Having now grown as a person, I will instead be referring to her as a liar, liar, pants on fire.